Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Govinda, ja, ich sitze ja dann hier zum Lesen. Ich gehe gleich weg.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Nitai Gora Haribol, Nitai Gora. Jai Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada.
Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Joy. A lot of echo. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to the award ceremony and of the Haribol. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the award ceremony of the Sankirtan festival. We're very glad to have His Grace Manidhar Prabhu here. Hare Krishna. And also Param Shreya Prabhu. Hare Krishna. And then we will have Sankirtan Prabhu. And Ananda Krishna Prabhu will read this course. Haribol. Sankirtan Prabhu will read this course for Czech Republic. And Ananda Krishna Prabhu will read this course for Germany, Swiss, and Austria. So one of the first things we will do is we will take out of this box there, we have this very special items. We have the 3 original books of the Bhagavatam, which Srila Prabhupada brought to the West. And there are some handwritings of Srila Prabhupada in there. And also the Easy Journey to the Planets is there, one of the first books Srila Prabhupada published. Then there is the sweater of Srila Prabhupada. One devotee asked me if he can smell on it, so maybe you get a chance today. And this is a very famous photo you might know from the lawn of the Bhaktivedanta Manor. There Srila Prabhupada is chanting very meditatively. And he actually said that this is his favorite photo of himself. And we have the sweater where he was wearing that day. Very evil. And then we have also the shoes. Bhakti Bhusha Maharaj was telling us that these shoes actually arrived in Germany in the very, very beginning of the movement, already 1969. Unfortunately, I forgot the name of this devotee who was in India, and Prabhupada was using those shoes in Vrindavan, and he brought them 1969 to Germany. And since then, they have been in Germany, so they're very special. And we have a copy of those shoes, which are outside in front of the Murti, but the original ones are in this box. So now we'll take them out and we'll hand them over to a direct disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and he will put those sandals on your heads as you get the chance to come forward and receive the blessings, all of those who participated in the marathon. So that's the first thing we will do. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki. So I'll shortly explain how we'll do it. So if you hear your name, you can come forward, pay obeisances shortly to Srila Prabhupada, and then you can go to Manidhar Prabhu, who will give you the padukas on your head. And there's also the stick of Srila Prabhupada, so if you didn't behave properly, he might also use the stick. And then we have, you have the stick. It's only for you. And then we have Param Shreya Prabhu, who has the Gada, the beautiful club of Nrsingadev. This club is also since the very beginning here, since 40 years. Pure, heavy wood as a real club. It's not toy. And then you can come here, and we have some Mahaprasadam from Golokadam. We got extra nice box of Mahaprasadam from Golokadam. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ki Jai. Bajendra Kumar Prabhu brought it all the way from Golokadam, so we're very, very glad. Also big Haribol for his prasadam today. Haribol. We are here in Simhachalam always in separation of Radha Madan Mohan. We still have a picture of them there, and this altar is most of the year closed. Only for special events we put Gornitai or Radha Krishna there. But yes, today we have Mahaprasadam. We also have some special Kachori Mahaprasadam and German bakery Mahaprasadam, some books, some Maha oil Mahaprasadam. So as you come forward, we will be able to give you some blessings. Hare Krishna. Nrsingadev Bhagwan ki jai. Gaur Bhaktarinda ki jai.
I didn't make an important thing.
One last short announcement. There is one lady in Wiesbaden. Her name is Bhaktin Oksana, and she became inspired to give some gifts to the Sankirtan devotees. So she made two very beautiful things. I'll show. Unfortunately, they didn't arrive here. There was somebody supposed to drive from Cologne down here, but then didn't. Unfortunately, we have to see it in digital form now. They will arrive on Monday or Tuesday here. So if you're still here Monday or Tuesday, you can have some of this. It's a very beautiful bookmark with the Maha Mantra in gold letters, and also the 26 qualities of a Vaishnava printed on it. And also she made this, where is it? Beautiful calendar. So we will get 700 of those on Monday, Tuesday, and latest Chaturdasi, or next time you come here, if you participated in the marathon, you will be able to get it. So, but for now I can just show you the digital version, and once it arrives, you can get it directly, or she's also ready to send to some of the devotees in the respective places, the first 10. So you will also get it if you are in the first, in the top positions. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So then over to Sankirtan Prabhu, who will start reading the scores from Czech Republic. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. I forgot to make marks of those who are here, because we will not read the whole list, because just a few devotees here. So we will just read those who are here participating. Pokud někoho z vás přeskočím, a to poznáte, když řeknu číslo, které je vyšší než to vaše, tak zvedněte ruku, že jste tam taky. Jo, já jsem si to zapomněl poznačit. I think the first 10 are all here. Or maybe not, maybe one is missing. Yeah, so it will be red. Yeah. First 10 will be full. Okay, so so we have 136 devotees on the list, and the 115th place with two big books is Bhaktavamshi. Hari Hari Bol. He's doing sieve in the kitchen, maybe. No, they just fully, yeah? Just left, okay. just before the big, celebration. Okay, then we jump to the place 100. This is with 3 books. Our daughters of Dharani Dhara Prabhu. Each of them distributed 3 big books. This is Ruparani and Shri. And Dharani Dhara can come with them because he distributed 4. Actually, the older sister Shri, she was asking before marathon when the marathon will start, when she can go with other devotees to distribute books and like that. So he likes that actually, together with others. Even in Womp with her mother, of course. The other one, she does not know what's really happening, but she distributed 1 book in a way that she was crying there, and some grandmother was walking, around, and she was asking, "Oh, what are you, my girl? What happened? This man is beating you, or what?" And he explained his father, but she offered a book, and the lady, "Oh, such a nice. Okay, I have to give you something for that," and she gave a donation, and in this way, some books are going out also. Then we have another kids. This is place 71. This is with 8 big books, each of them Mangala Gaurangi and Lavanga Manjari. So these are residents of Navagokula farm. So small farmers, they live there. They are having school there, everything, and they participate also every marathon. And they personally stop people, and at least they try with mother and distribute books. So they also like the service, and they also set up quota for the marathon. I think they had 11 a quota, but they did only 8. Okay. Hari Hari Bol. Okay, now it will get a little more up. Thirty-first place from the Krishnur Dvor farm. There is a bhakta who joined just in October, I think. So he was participating, he was trying distributing some prasadam, and during that some books. So it's 10 maha big, 55 big, and 34 small, 84 book points is Bhakta Thomas. Jasně. Jo. Super. Ještě někoho jsem přeskočil? Okay, he is part of the Gauranga ashram trained by Madhusudan Prabhu, who is in the street for last 15 years, training bhaktas in Prague and Krishnur Dvor farm, bringing them from the street and then bringing them back to the street. Yes? And 39th place I jumped over is with 31 book points is Bhakta Abhay. So yeah, he's also from the same team. He's distributing in Prague, and yeah, although not little handicapped, but very blissful and surrendered person, doing all the sevas as all others do, washing pots, everything, and he was distributing mainly packages of prasadam, is it? Yeah. So okay, Abhay, Haribol. Then place number 30 is with 10 maha, 69 book, big, 90 book points, Yuga Dharma Harinama Prabhu. Where is he? He's in the kitchen or? Okay, bathroom. Okay. No. Okay. No. We will take it. Place number 27, our great honor, part of our team, with 24 Mahabig, 38 big, 132 small, and 119 points is His Grace Manidhar Prabhu. Okay, Yoga Dharma can come. So, okay, this is Yoga Dharma Harinama. He went for 1 week with our brahmacharis for traveling Sankirtan, distributing in the northern Moravia industrial region. So, and we are happy that Manindra Prabhu is part of Prabhupada Bhavan. Is it? That you are a part of Prabhupada Bhavan team. You distribute it mostly in Sweden or some other places also? Different on your ways. Place 25, 152 book points, Amala Purana Prabhu. He is running a restaurant and catering business, so he closed the his industry, prasadam, for 2 weeks and went for traveling Sankirtan also with our brahmacharis. Then place 24 with 28 maha, 95 bigs, 162 small, and 192 book points is Mataji Katka. So Mataji is Russian speaking and she distributes books after her job in Prague. She's based in Naharina Mandir Nila Madhava Prabhu's center. So she's not doing regularly Sankirtan, so she started little bit, just 5 or 6 books a day. At the end of marathon she was able to give more than 30 books in one day. Hari Hari Bol. Then place 22 with 55 big, 81 maha big, 25 small, 223 book points is Jai Keshava Prabhu. So Jai Keshava Prabhu is doing book distribution for more than 10 years, I guess. Je to víc už než 10 let, Jai Keshava? I think, yeah, more than 10 years. And he is now actually having a service as a pujari in the Temple Prague, but he really likes it in the street. And so every day after his pujari seva, he is ready waiting for a devotee to take him to the city and going out to distribute books. Yeah, every day regularly. He is very much focused on this, and he has in his trolley he has books of all languages. So if you need, I don't know, Zulu, Bhagavad Gita, he will have it. Place 21 is 38 Mahabig and 188 big, 264 book points, Markandeya Prabhu. He is driving, cooking for all his party, and he is he's from Prabhupada Bhavan, our brahmachari, take care of technical department, cars, and also is developing carpentry on our Navagokula farm. He is very skilled devotee. (19) 23 maha, 264 big, 9 small, 312 book points, Bhakta Patrick. So this is his first marathon. He joined in during this summer. So he was becoming a famous, how we call, a rapper. Yeah. So his YouTube channel started to grow up, but then he met devotees and it did not continue anymore. Place 18, 334 book points. Dajte Sudana Prabhu. This is our brahmachari. He got sick for, I think, 3/4 of the marathon, and still he was trying to go out, but he's somewhere now. He is here, but not here. Place 17, just 1 week, he joined us for 1 week and distributed 26 Maha, 285 big, and this is 337 book points. Janame Jaya Prabhu. So this is a devotee who is building houses for all other devotees in our yatra. He went from the construction site directly to the van, and he distributed like mad. You know, no, everybody was taking, and he has good system. Are you going there or there? Oh, yes, I'm going there. Okay, this is for you. or just say, this is for you. What is it? This is a book. What to do with that? Read it. Okay, does it cost something? Yes, give 100. Okay, here you have. And that's it. Like this, he distributes. (16) 25 Maha, 302 big, 11 small, 355 book points. Mataji Katka Prabhupada Bhavan. Mataji actually lives nearby Navagokula and has a lot of service there, and he's also taking care of small children like kindergarten, yeah. And and for marathon she went for 3 weeks, I think. Traveled with Mataji's different towns and did quite, really well. And actually the last day the whole marathon she was doing like 20, maybe 30, and the last day she did 70 books. So it was... She was blissfully walking the street and everybody was following her orders. 15, 14. 14, again Mataji from Prabhupada Bhavan. 10 Mahabig, 415 big books, 435 book points. Mahadevi Mataji. Okay, Mataji was staying before marathon in New Mayapur in France, but for marathon she came to Brno and she's distributing very well and also collects a lot. She's getting 2,000 and 100 euros and like that donations. And also they were very determined. There were 3 Matajis traveling together with one more. She will come just now. And although there was very cold, like one day was extremely cold and heavy snow, so they did not distribute many books, just few. And in the evening they still decided they have to try, so they went into the apartment buildings. They never tried it before. Usually devotees are a little fearful to do it. So about 4 or 5 people want to throw them out. But they were going 3 together, like knocking the door, and all of 3 were standing there. And after some time they met an old lady, and she opened the door and started to cry because of happiness that such heavenly creatures came to visit her, and she bought a book and she was like embracing them all, and she was in complete ecstasy. And now youngest distributor from, distributing full-time marathon is with 14 Mahabig, 475 big books, and 504 book points is 15 years old Gaurangi Radha Mataji. So she's very determined girl or lady. And she was going already last year. She went first time for the marathon and did quite well for 2 weeks. And this marathon, she decided that she will go for the full marathon 4 weeks and distributed. 500. It's quite a number, isn't it? Jai. Okay, 12. 35 Mahabig, 459 big books, and 529 book points. Jai Prabhu! Okay. Jai Prabhu was initiated here at Simhachalam several years ago by Bhaktivikas Maharaj, and his name is completely describing his personality. And and he was sick for first week of marathon, but the rest marathon he did good, and he was cooking. I was traveling with him, so he was cooking nicely, I have to say, and taking care of everything, so I could concentrate on all my duties without taking care of other things. And he's very sweet personality. Jai. Ki Jai. And he's one of the best cooks we have in our yatra. I think he's sometimes cooking even better than Dharanidhara, which is sometimes. But he has the recipes from him, of course. And guided by him. So, place 11, 51 Mahabig, 449 big books, and 596 book points is Vidarbha Kanya Mataji. So Mataji went for 3 weeks for marathon, and she was already last year. She was actually the first Mataji after 20 years in our yatra who broke 100 books in one day, big books. The rest of the year she is very busy on our farm, teaching children, cooking for devotees, cleaning and doing all other services. It's multifunctional lady. Number 10, 105 Mahabig, 390 big, 629 book points is Bhakta Peter. Bhakta Peter is already around Krishna consciousness some years, but this year he decided to go for Bhakta program, but he didn't really plan to stay for brahmachari training. He thought it will be too much for me. And when he tried book distribution, he actually realized, I really like it. I can be myself here in the street, and he likes. He likes all, he likes to be in the street. When there are no people, he will go door to door. And he was going with the umbrella, during the marathon, they throw him up in a town, Markandeya, throw him up with Janamejai, in a town which is like 5,000 people, and there is like nobody in the, on the square, just nobody there. So it's like, okay, it was raining, nobody, marathon. So I go, and he started to ring the doorbells of the houses, and the grandmothers were coming out, and they were inviting him in, and he was so happy, and he distributed even more than during the ordinary day. And he's very inspired by this service. So, Bhakta Peter, Ki Jai. Place number 9. 9. 53 maha, 501 big, 2 small, 637 book points. Madhusudan Prabhu. Okay, Madhusudan Prabhu, he is distributing books for 15, is it 15 already? Madhusudan, 15 years? Something like this. So 15 years. He started to travel with me in 2007, I think. And we were traveling. and and yeah, he's distributing the same place in the Prague, the most busy place. I say that every year, but it's worth of mentioning. He's creating a tradition. Even we have a devotee here who is working on the city police. Is he here? Oh, that way. So he told me he was in his, uniform, and somebody was asking him how to get to this. It's the place where he's distributing. It's called an angel. And so that person was asking, where is this angel? And he couldn't really explain, as a policeman, how to get there. So there was some lady walking by, and she said, actually go by metro or tram, and when you see a monk, orange monk standing there, this is an angel. And yes, there are boys who met him when they were going first time to school. When they were graduating from the basic school, they were meeting him. When they gone to the secondary school, they were meeting him. When they were graduated, they still meet him at the same spot, and he's offering them books. And actually, he trains. Already 2 of them were here, and 2 of them will come now. He's training his boys. Also, some of them distribute at this spot, and the other ones in the main station. And our group, like Prabhupada Bhavan, we mostly travel in vans. I make little, to sleep in the nature, and they are like heavy workers in the city, in Prague, and just every day the same spot and focused, and we have some fun, some lakes and forests and door to door. And it's not fun? Yeah, it is fun. 8. 12 maha, 623 big, 10 small, 650 book points. Bhakta Radim. Actually, he's a student of a university. It's for sculpture, is it? So he's working on on some Mahavishnu statue in his education, and he took 1 month holidays for marathon, and he ended up on the 8th place. Jai Haribol. 7. 10 Mahabig, 704 big books, 2 small. 725 book points. Kasta Mataji. She is distributing books already since, I think, 2017, so maybe 5 years, and she always did very well, usually first 10 or first 5 during marathon. And also she came to Brno to participate in marathon, otherwise she was in France and England, in Soho. So we are very glad to have such powerful ladies in the street, and they do very nice preaching. Haribol. Number 6 is 36 Mahabig, 669 big, 61 small, 756 book points. His first marathon, full-time marathon, is Bhakta Michal. I think his leg doesn't work because he was sitting on it. And he's from a rich family. They have a big company, and he was supposed to be the next person to take over the company. So he just said, okay, I want to be a monk. So they took his car back, which he got from his grandfather, costly car. So he gave up to be a boss in the company, and he gave up girlfriend also, looks like. And he became brahmachari, and this was his first marathon, and he was distributing like anything. It's like he was almost fourth, but at the end there was some competition, so just few points he missed for the number 4 place. So Bhakta Michal ki jai. Fifth place, he is not here. I will just read. 186 Maha, 329 big, 60 small, 761 book points. Falgun Gaur Prabhu. He is actually Grihastha who is distributing whole year for his livelihood also. And the fourth place, 61 Maha big, 586 big, 88 small. From Madhusudan Prabhu's team, 795 book points. Akshaya Govinda Prabhu. When you see him, you understand he can distribute in Prague. Is it? He's a strong person. So this is his second marathon. Last year he was just starting, and this year he took it fully, and he has this competition mood, so he was supposed to be 5th or 6th, but at the last moment he arranged to some Srimad Bhagavatam set, and he became 4th. Number 3, 91 Mahabig, 860 big, 4 small, 1,043 book points. Sukanya Lalita Mataji. Mataji started her book distribution era last year in summer, and already last year during the marathon she did quite well, I think 4th place, and this time she was first, and she is also distributing very well during the whole year, every day going out. During marathon she was going 10 hours every day. That's quite long days, and she is really taking this service seriously. Okay. Hare Krishna. Then second place, 80 Mahabig, 1,057 big, 177 small, 1,261 book points. Rajendranath Prabhu. Yeah, he is a warrior. You can see. Sometimes he beats somebody in the street, but only bad people. Only once, twice. And sweet. Brahmachari is sweet. Brahmana means sweet. Brahmana bhojana priya. And what to say? I think Rajendranath Prabhu is 4 years in book distribution. 4 marathons. Okay. 3 years, and this is the 4th marathon. Yeah? So last year you were 3rd, 2nd? 2nd. Okay, this year 2nd. Okay, that was your start. Okay. He started with marathon, and it was his like initiation to Sankirtan 3 years ago. Yeah? Like that. And first place, 102 Mahabig, 1,368 big, 1 small, 1,646 book points is Sankirtana Dasa.
Just wanted to mention that Sankirtan Prabhu is already, this year is 20 years on Sankirtan life.
When I was 10? I started when I was 21. And I'm 41. Good point. Thank you. I will read just the final total. So centers, I will read the first three, otherwise just few points there. Krishna Dwar Farm, 3,229. Temple Prague, Lužce, 3,839 book points. And Prabhupada Bhavan, 7,320 book points. Which is for Czech Yatra, 15,732 book points. This number is quite good for our marathon. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. We are not distributing like you here for marathon, but I think it was something about 17,000. So it's around 15, 17. Some years it was 10,000, like that. So it's keeping still quite okay for a small country like Czech. Very small, very brave. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you all the devotees for participating and keeping Sankirtan alive in Czech. Hare Krishna.
Haribo. Czech Yatra ki jai. Haribo. Thank you very much, Sankirtan Prabhu. So now we'll ask Ananda Krishna Prabhu to continue with this course from Germany, Swiss, and Austria. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Yeah. First, thank you very much, Sankirtan Prabhu, for reading your scores, for coming always here and bringing so many devotees of your yatra and sharing your results and your inspiration. It's quite amazing to see all your steadiness and dedication. Very, very inspiring. Thank you so much. And we try to follow in your footsteps, actually. That's really true. Okay, I have the honor, the privilege, and the joy in reading the results of not just Germany, but as Govinda Dev said, more or less the whole German-speaking world. So it's quite some yatra in that sense. So we are reading results from Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. So we have 82 devotees on this list, and I hope I will not forget anyone. So if someone recognizes not being read after a certain book point mark is crossed, so you can just come up, because I might not know everyone on the list. So as I said, 82 devotees on the list. We start with place 74. We have here, 1 second, because of this percentage, that's interesting. 1 second. Yeah, country progress points, then comes the points. So, 5.5 points from Simhachalam Kalindi Nivasini Devidasi. Haribo! Krishna. So she's the wife of Mohan Prabhu, and they went together out for a day, I think it was, together with their child. They have a very small child, and made some family Sankirtan. So if she's not coming, Mohan, she is here, coming now, getting the blessings for the whole family. Haribo! She's also a fashion designer. You can buy her clothes outside of the shop, of the temple room. Make some commercial. My wife also bought yesterday a skirt, a dress. So she's very happy. So maybe some of the ladies like to buy something now. Okay, on place number 72, a very important person of not just Simhachalam, but of the whole German Yatra, with 6 book points, Govindadev. Haribo! Haribo! Hare Krishna. So Govindadev, of course, is a very senior devotee already in this movement of Germany. I know him since a long time. We are very happy that he is now temple president here in Simhachalam. He does a very, very good job. So we are grateful that he is here, managing the place, which is not easy, and also participating on Sankirtan. Haribo. On place 68, from Munich, Raja Mohini Devidasi with 7.25 book points. Haribo! Young Mataji from originally not from Munich, as far as I know, and she is now should come, and enthusiastic, recently initiated. So she doesn't know what to do. Okay, gets instructed. Then on place 63, from Leipzig, but very often here in Simhachalam, doing service here, very enthusiastic devotee, Mitravinda Devi Dasi. Haribo! She distributed 8 books and 11.75 book points. Then we have on place 55, from Govardhan Desh, Bad Oeynhausen. This is actually a hotel which was bought maybe a couple of years ago by some Russian devotees, and they bought a whole hotel which is now function as a temple, and they do Sankirtan and have temple program and festivals. It's quite amazing place, and this devotee here is one of their main book distributors. So he distributed 29 books with 17.25 book points. Lalita Giridhari. Haribo. Okay, might come. He's here somewhere. Okay, then place 54, from Simhachalam with 9 books and 18 book points, Manju Krishna Devidasi. Haribo. She is also very long time here and a very dedicated devotee, always very eager for doing service, of cleaning the temple, and she got now also second initiation and does some book distribution. On place number 53, with 21 books and 18.75 book points, Gopi Gita Devidasi. Haribo! She has also a very responsible role here. She is the wife, of course, of Ramananda Gopal, our head puchari. They have 2 kids together, and she managed the temple shop and is very important member here of the community. Haribo. So on place number 48, he's, as far as I know, not here, but I want to mention him. He distributed 33 books for 25.25 book points. Godrum Prabhu. Haribo. He is actually one of our Sankirtan managers, and he does the bookkeeping of all our book distribution in Germany. And this is a tough job, very tough job. And so we are very grateful that he took on this service after Parivadi Prabhu, who did it for many, many years. And to find a devotee who does bookkeeping like that, it's not easy. So we are very grateful that he does it, because without that, actually book distribution could not function, at least not legally. You could do illegal, but this is dangerous. Haribol. Because, yeah, don't mess with the German Finanzamt. So on place 36 with 57 books and 45.5 book points, Bhaktin Samira. Haribol. Yeah. She's also registered here on the list of being of our Simhachalam community. She does Sankirtan for Simhachalam, but lives now somewhere else. And she lives in Austria, in Vienna. Okay, but still, books count for us. Very nice. I hope. That's what I said. If someone is forgotten, I don't know, because I don't know everyone. So place 44. Yeah, see here, 29 books, 30 book points, Bhaktin Sara. Haribo. Wonderful, nice. Yeah, we have a very nice Sankirtan troupe there in Vienna, led by Rajachan Prabhu and his wife Krishna Bhumi. They are both very inspired for book distribution and bring in new devotees. And we hope that this yatra develops nicely and gets some more book distributors. Because Vienna is also a very tough place for book distribution. Vienna is not Austria, because Austria is quiet and small, but Vienna is very different. Hare Krishna. So then, place number, where are we now? 31. Ein weiteres Urgestein von Simhachalam. With one Bhagavatam set, which counts as 72 book points. This is, I hope this is in every yatra the same. No? I don't know why it's 72 book points for a Bhagavatam set. This, are you counting also in Czech like this? Okay. Yeah. Probably. Double points you are getting for Bhagavad. Yeah, yes. Yeah, this is a new system, so we will see the further we go up, the scores get quite amazing also here because of Arabic books, which count also, and devotees are distributing many Arabic books. So here, so on place 31, Nandi Mukhi Devidasi. Haribo. So she's many years here, of course, and the last days of the marathon she could distribute a Bhagavatam set to one of her devotees to whom she's preaching. She was very enthusiastic. Every day she came to him because the Bhagavatam sets, they came on the last days of the marathon. And she was waiting. When is the Bhagavatam set coming? I have one person. When is it coming? When is it coming? You have to tell me, when is it coming? And I think on the last day, or the second last day of the marathon, then they came and she was very happy. Oh, not a thing, Dave. He arranged this. So, place number 23 with 79 books and 108 book points. Gormohan Prabhu. Haribo. Yeah, he was leading his family Sankirtan troupe to Linz for 1 day. He distributed 1 day. 1 day, was it? 2 days. Okay, 108 book points in 2 days on a small family trip to Austria. Yes? Huh? 24? Ah, okay. So here on place 24, from Switzerland, from New Jagannath Puri, Manu Prabhu. Haribo! So he also did almost 108 book points, 107.5 next time, huh? So on place 22 from Vienna, the temple president from Vienna, he shows by example, goes out in Vienna, very tough place for book distribution as I mentioned, with 112 121 books and 109.5 book points. Rajajan Prabhu. Haribo! 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 Yeah, Rajajan Prabhu is a very dear friend of mine. We know each other since our whole lives, at least mine. He's the older brother of Pradyumna, who is my best friend from lifetime, so we know each other a long time. And he became devotee and took on so much responsibility to become temple president, and so we are very grateful for his service. I really admire, I respect all temple presidents and managers of this movement, because it's a very tough job, and so grateful for those who are in the background organizing everything. On place 20 with 167 books and 149 book points, Krishna Bhumi Devi Dasi. Haribo! So she is the wife of Rajajan, and they are together managing Vienna temple. And Rajajan Prabhu told me that actually she was sick the first 2 weeks or something. How was it? She was gone out 1 week.
I lost my voice on Sankirtan.
Haribol. So she's a very enthusiastic book distributor. They do once a week at least a book table in Marie-Hilfer-Straße, and try to bring all the community in and are present there. So on place number 18, also from Vienna, with 172 books and 195.5 book points, Bhakta Franz. Haribo! But he's not here. No, he's not here. He's also a friend actually of mine. I was in school with him before we were devotees. And then... Oh, he's online. Hare Krishna. He's there, online. Haribo! Yeah, and so on my first days on book distribution, I met him on the street, and he was so impressed that I had made such a huge change. He knew me from before, and he thought, wow, this must be something real what he has here, because he knew me from before. He started reading Bhagavad Gita and slowly in the background became a devotee without me actually knowing it. And now he's working full time. He lives in Austria, and whenever he has time, when he's on his business trips, he goes out on book distribution in all his spare time, and quite inspired to do this service in all kinds of small places in Austria. So, Haribol. Wer? Haben wir ihn vergessen? Welchen Platz? Okay. Bhakta Björn Prabhu, okay. Komm mal vor, ich muss mal... Haribo! So, Bhakta Björn is one of our new Bhaktas here in Simhachalam. Actually, he makes an education for a carpenter, right? Carpenter education. But whenever he has time, he goes out. He's very inspired. And please bless him that Krishna will give him more chance and facilities and time to be more engaged in the mission, because he likes this very much. Haribo! Björn, du kriegst noch was. So, then on place 17 with 316 books and 201 book points, Thakur Haridas. Haribo! Okay, he was here before. I saw him, but he left. He more or less grew up also here in Simhachalam and became devotee and is now brahmachari and on book distribution. Got recently initiated by Kadambakanan Swami when he was in India. So we are also one of our important young devotees. On place 16 with 217 books and 213.25 book points, Advaita Simha. Haribo! Advaita Simha tries also to go out whenever he has time. Next being vice president of Simhachalam and in the management and cooking, and he has a YouTube channel now about healthy life and doing pranayama meditation. So you can subscribe to his channel actually. Huh? Everyone should subscribe. How's your channel called?
Atma Flow.
Atma Flow. So his channel can everyone
Mind and soul.
Body, Mind and Soul, Atma Flow. Please subscribe to his channel. It is in English to learn how to do proper pranayama and things like this. And ice bathing. He shows you how to go to ice bathing. So then on place 12, we come close to the top 10 with 835 books and 417.25 book points. Subal Gopal Prabhu. Haribo! 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 So maybe Munindra Gana likes to share something about him because they were traveling together.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Subal Gopal Prabhu is a very humble devotee. He's very eager to do service. All the time he's looking for service, to washing up plates, cleaning, whatever, he cutting vegetables, whatever he can do, preparing the shoes before we go out and everything. Really everything he's doing. Everything. And he was really humbled, and then he told to Krishna, please, Krishna, purify me. And he was really suffering a lot. But actually, at least on the last days, he got also mercy to distribute some books. But he can do much more, and hopefully next year. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna. On place 11.
So Kishori Kund and Narahari Mataji also. If you're here, you can come and get some Maha blessings. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so on place number 11, from Goradesh, Cologne, with 819 books and 444 book points, Bhakta Moritz. Haribo! Yeah, he is also one of our new devotees and Sankirtan devotees in the German Yatra. He is in Cologne and he was traveling also with Munindra, right? Huh? Munindra. Munindra. Du war, Moritz war mit dir unterwegs. So Munindra again.
Hare Krishna, ja, Bhakta Moritz war auch mit uns unterwegs und ich kann nur Ähnliches berichten von ihm, wie Subal Gopal. Ja, auch. Ja, und die Fußwärmepads und die Schuhe, alles mögliche, aber so sehr demütig, sehr dankbarer Devotee. Oh, excuse me, he was very thankful and very humble, and he really often replied how blessed he is to do Sankirtan, and he was really, really happy. And I wish you to continue Sankirtan and get more and more tastes and distribute more and more books. Hare Krishna.
Place 10. So now we're in the top 10 with 736 books and 1,192 book points from Simhachalam, Kripa Sindhu Prabhu. Haribo! 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 Haribo!
Kripa Sindhu Prabhu. Where is he? Okay, it seems that he is actually in the evening program making puris for Shishipala Lakshmana Singhadev. Maybe he'll show up. If he's in the kitchen, you can call him quickly to come up. We will go to the next points and then we can come back to him again.
So now I will read also the detailed scores of this top 10. So, but we jump now to place 7 because the others are not here. So on place 7 with 2 small books, 589 medium, 650 big, 292 maha. These are altogether 1,533 books, for 1,529 book points. Bhakta Lukas. Haribo! Haribo! So he is from Switzerland, and I see him always on the list recently because he started recent book distribution. So I'm in general very, very happy to see so many new devotees in the German-speaking Yatra, because it's not easy to convince young people to do that service. Besides all these material possibilities that someone dedicates his life to Prabhupada's mission. So that's really nice, especially in Zurich, which has such a long history of book distribution. So he is one of those who keep up this tradition, and we hope that he will increase, that he will get more help in this mission. So, Hare Krishna. Good, so, on one day 100 books in Zurich or where? Aarau, okay, smaller place. Very nice, yeah. Yeah, you can do way more. Harinamananda did also way more, so why not?
Vajendra Kumar Prabhu, who's from Golokadam, he could take the gifts for Avitya Baladev, and so you can quickly read it and we can hand it over to them.
Okay. Govinda Kund, yes. So yeah, okay, then I will read these two devotees also. Advitya Baladev with 985 books and 1,195 book points on place 9. And on place 8, Govinda Kund with 1,291 and books and 1,205 book points. Haribo. Haribo. So now on place number 6, also one of our new brahmacharis and Sankirtan devotees. We are very happy that he's here. He distributed, from Simhachalam, he distributed 1,425 books and 1,591.75 book points. Vedasa Prabhu, Haribo! Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Yeah, he's actually a very a pearl of a devotee, always happy, always smiling, always helpful, and he suddenly showed up here. I think he was introduced by Munindra Gana. He got a book on the street, and then he was interested. He came here. Then, unfortunately, his father left his body, and he inherited some money, and then he bought a Sankirtan van. He bought a Sankirtan van for the money. And because he had a little bit more, then he bought also a small flat, which they use now as a preaching center in Linz. So that's quite amazing. And he is now trying to learn the art of extreme book distribution. He is in contact with Mahotsaha Prabhu, and they try to learn from him how to do that. So that you don't give only one book but many books at once. And he tried already recently, a couple of days ago, and to some degree it worked. So when he practices all the time, it's possible to do way more. So we are hopeful that Mahotsaha gives us blessings and education to all the Sankirtan devotees to increase if we learn this technique. It's just a question of technique, right? Of course, he is, I guess, quite fired up, but there's some technique too. So, on place number 5, from Munich. Okay, I have to read all the scores actually. 123 small, 97 medium, 277 big books, 536 Maha, and 4 Bhagavatam sets. 1,037 titles for 1,927.75 book points. Danakeli Mataji, Haribo! Okay, Paramatma will pick up her presents because he is also from Munich. Yeah. Okay, and Narahari Mataji, you can also please come and get your presents. Narahari Mataji, okay! Krishna. So before we continue, we ask, maybe Paramatma likes to say some words about Dhanakili.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So, Dhanakili Mataji ist Tempelpräsident in München und many things to doing. She is also head pujari there, and you see the result from amazing results. How to, I don't know how she make this. Very nice. Also I'm impressed. Hare Krishna. Dhanakili Mataji ki jai.
Yeah, actually, Narahari Mataji, we just handed over to her an Excellence Award. We received it from the GBC last summer, and now we're handing it over to her. She has been cooking here for so many years, and even she's 40 years, more than 40 years. Haribo! And not only that, but she's also very regularly, she has this taste to distribute books, to distribute Mahaprasadam, so she always goes out on the street. Usually every Thursday is her day, and she goes to Passau with her Wegli in the bus and distributes books. She's very famous in the city already, and when there are some demonstrations in Germany, they know her already, and they invite her to give speeches, about environmentalism, because they know her already. So she goes on the stage and she just preaches Krishna consciousness in a very simple, straightforward manner, and they love it. Haribo! Narahari Mataji ki jai!
Haribo! So now on place number 4, with 807 small books, 693 medium, 199 big books, 24 Maha and 1 Bhagavatam set. Altogether 1,724 books for 2,035.25 book points. From Simhachalam, Munindra Gana Prabhu, K! Haribo! 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 Yeah, Munindra Gana is our brahmachari leader here, takes care of brahmacharis, of the brahmachari ashram upstairs, that everything is neat and clean and pakka, and also the vans, he takes care of them. And we hope that he gets more new recruits to get trained in this mission. And now they have also this preaching center in Linz where they try to preach. And he likes to distribute these Arabic books, so that's why the scores are so high. But I appreciate that, because it's not so easy, but he really likes them, Syrian and Arabian, Pakistanis and whatever. Wo kommen die noch her? Afghanistan. But yeah, he has a whole assortment of all these languages. Do you speak some of these languages also? A little bit already. Yeah. So nice, yeah. Munindra Gan Prabhu, okay. So now the first 3 book distributors. Haribo! Okay. You get more here, this also. Yeah. Läuft er weg. Jay. So, on place 3 with 518 small, 400 medium, 265 big, 485 Maha and 7 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, 1,675 books for 2,989 book points. Lilamrita Devi Dasi Ke Haribo 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 Haribo. Yeah, Mataji distributes in Cologne. She's a disciple of not only but in the area of Cologne. Yes. disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Bhushan Swami, who is very happy that she distributes so many books. Since quite some years now, she distributes many years, but it was never so big. But with time and through her dedication and desire, it became really big, and she's now one of the strongest book distributors in the whole German Yatra. So Lilamrita Devi Dasi K. So on place number 2, with 567 small books, 97 medium, 131 big, 600 Maha and 7 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, 1,402 books and 3,346 book points. Achita Gaurangi Devi Dasi K. Haribo, 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 Haribo. So Mataji is also based in Nuremberg, but she distributes all over the place. And very new on book distribution, actually, 2-3 years maybe, but 3, yeah. But now she distributes incredibly, and also one of the best Sankirtan devotees in Germany now. So yeah, it's amazing to see that, and we hope that we get more such ecstatic devotees. So now on place number 1. Die Spannung steigt. Wer ist es wohl? Who can it be? It's so exciting. We wonder, who won the marathon? Oh. So, we start with small books. Just 1,323 small books. Medium, 524. Big books, 896. And 1,476 Maha books. Altogether 4,219 books for 6,390 book points. Paramatma Krishna Prabhu Ke Jai! Haribo, 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 Haribo. Yeah, Paramatma Krishna Prabhu becoming a legend, a living legend. Incredible amount of books he distributed, and it's all due to his dedication, his power, his strength, his desire to please his spiritual master. And it's incredible when he loads books. The van is full with books like anything. When we load every time books, it's amazing how many books fit in this van. Haribo. And maybe you would like to share a couple of words with us. Okay. His English is not so good. Yeah, Paramatma Krishna Prabhu is definitely inspiration. And who was traveling with you actually this year, Paramatma? Wer ist mit dir mitgefahren? Paramatma. Und ist der noch da? Nicht mehr hier. Oh, and the other 2 weeks you were with whom? Mit wem bist du die anderen 2 Wochen gefahren? Oh, 2 weeks alone. Oh, okay, so. Yeah, that's also interesting, to do it alone, huh? Make your bhajan. So he did everything himself, huh? Cooking, cleaning, getting gas, all that. Yeah, Paramatma Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much for your incredible book distribution. And now I'll read also, because this fits the best score ever in the marathon? Don't know, huh? Last year was also quite big. Wie viele Bücher hast du am besten Tag verteilt? How many books on the best day? Huh? 180. Haribo! So now I want to read. So now I want to read also the result. Okay, first maybe of the yatras and then the year score. Oh nein. Die ersten 2 Teams. Okay. Okay, oder nur den ersten Platz. We have also a list for teams in the marathon. So here on the first place, the Simhachalam book table. Yeah, Paramatma is standing there. This table distributes the books. The table of from Narasimhadev, huh? And he distributed 341 books and 406 book points. Haribo. Just by guests coming here, mostly Indian, they go take darshan, they walk around the temple room, and then they see the table, and there is a sign. You can give a donation for this book, this much, and this and that, and they take books. Book distributes they distribute themselves. Normal is the Abhishek table, yeah. So okay, so for the yatras in the marathon, we distributed. So Austria distributed 545 books and 539 book points. Second place, Switzerland with 1,868 books and 1,813 book points. And place number 1, Germany with 19,791 books and 26,630.25 book points. Haribo! So every year we read also the first, what we read? First 3 devotees of the throughout the year. So we have on place 3 with 6,104 books and 6,450 book points. Munindra Gan Prabhu. Haribo! On place 2 with 4,637 books and 6,608 book points. Lilamrita Devidasi. Haribo! And on place 1 with 8,852 books and 13,307 book points, Paramatma Krishna Prabhu. Haribo! So, and normally we have a trophy, but you get it, he has it every year, so you just left it in Munich, and you don't have to give it every year to yourself, so we cut on that point. Thank you. So thank you so much. These were our results, our scores. Thank you that I could read them. I hope they were inspiring for everyone. And so we can increase our book distribution, stay with it, try as good as we can. It's wonderful to have such amazing examples. Also, as I mentioned, Mahotsav Prabhu, which is out of the world, but it's important that we have such devotees to show us that it's still possible and amazing things are possible. And so who knows what happens in future. We thought, Harinamananda, no one will beat that or something, but somehow he comes along, or we have Paramatma Krishna Prabhu, or Sankirtan Prabhu, so many years, so many books. So thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada Ki. So in the end, we want to ask Manida Prabhu to speak some concluding words.
Every year I'm asked to say something on these occasions. I feel more and more embarrassed. One thing we can share with Srila Prabhupada, and that is his, you could call it feeling of guilt he felt towards his spiritual master. You can hear it sometimes on his lectures. Srila Prabhupada very openly sharing even with his disciples how for so many years he kept the instruction of his spiritual master in his mind, but being a grihastha and being in a situation which was didn't facilitate such a thing, Prabhupada said there was not one single day I didn't remember this instruction. And in a later phase, my spiritual master appeared in my dreams, and he was calling me to take sannyas and finally get on the road and fulfill that instruction. Prabhupada says, honestly, as a grihastha, I was waking up horrified. Because the material circumstances around him, in whatsoever, didn't indicate that this is actually possible. But Prabhupada is a living example that he said it in one Vyasa Puja offering. He said, late, but nevertheless, I got on the road. And he's a living example of that there is never too late. And there is never too late to accept the mission full-heartedly of the spiritual master, and it's never too late to ignore the material circumstances around that. I mean, more and more, as we get older, you realize, what has he done? I remember this one offering from Shivaram Maharaj. He describes how in England, one life member approached him, and he said to Prabhupada, he said to Shivaram Maharaj, you cannot understand what Prabhupada has done. And Shivaram Maharaj felt slightly insulted. Who is this man coming from the congregation telling me such a thing? But then he looked at the man, and the man was not at all challenging. He was just informing him, you cannot understand. And then he understood what he means to say, because he was still quite young and functionable regarding his bodily situation, Shivaram Maharaj. But then, quite some years ago, when his bodily situation worsened, and he came actually to the age where Prabhupada started his mission. So he said, now I understand what that man actually told me, that I cannot understand. But now, seeing my physical, challenges ahead, I can sing in this shape, in this age, Prabhupada started the Hare Krishna movement. It's incredible. It's beyond any explanation of any understanding. It has no material reason. We will never be able to understand, actually. So we have a huge depth towards Srila Prabhupada. And we cannot imitate it, but we can follow in his footsteps. Hope against hope. Trying for the few years of our lifetime. I always have amused when I meet young devotees, and they are all thinking, what will I do with my life? Well, I can give you a little information. Your life is already happening, and it goes fast. I remember this picture there on the wall. Yeah? This was hanging in Schloss Rettershof in the hallway, this picture. And we had a big, huge ecstatic kirtans with Hansa Tutta in front of that picture. I was maybe 19 or 20 years old. I know that picture always brings this memory to me. I was an artist. I found it not so good painted. But the ecstasies we experienced in the kirtan in front of this painting, you cannot imagine. It was hanging in a hallway in this castle, which had a stone floor made from small stones. By these continuous kirtans with Hansa Tutta, we managed actually to smash the floor. The stone starts to disintegrate, and just by dancing bare feet on that floor, it started to fall apart. It was going on, it was incredible, the kirtans. So, we owe to Prabhupada to keep on going. And the time is going very fast, really fast. Today I spoke to a wonderful devotee. He ended up actually after the talk asking me how old I am. And I was very pleased to be informed that I am not competitive in my actions and my talk to my age of my body. Because I don't feel like that. And Prabhupada didn't feel like this. We are not this body, And that means also that at any time of our life, at any point of our life, we should be capable to tune in Prabhupada's mission and be part of it. Because this mission is transcendental. It has nothing to do with our bodily situation, with our age of our body, with our physical problems. And Sankirtan devotees are proving it over and over and over again. When I see Paramatma Prabhupada, I think, he didn't change either. He looks the same to me, and I know him since quite some years. I think maybe one day he will leave the body in this shape. Somewhere sitting in a Sankirtan van and going, And then they will wonder why the car is not driving. Yeah, because he's dead. But this is, I mean, and I can share really with devotees, looking back 50 years, I had a fantastic life. It's just enough to look at me, at any kami I meet on the street. I have really pity on these people. When I joined this movement, one of the biggest things they told me, when you join this movement, you will have no pension. No pension. You will die as a penniless old man. And I really was thinking, I don't care. I really don't care. I didn't like pensioners already then. I don't like them today either. So I was thinking, why do I care? And I was still thinking, if there is God, well, then He will see. He will take care of me. With that kind of thing, I was not alone. We all joined like this. Couldn't care less about the future. Now looking back, I can really have a good laugh. All these people who were working hard whole life, having no Krishna consciousness, boring life, standing every day on a bus stop, being driven to their workshop and driven back again, having no fun in life, really. Don't tell me that tonight they will have fun. Midnight, bang, 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 and they will go, what? They are celebrating their own death. They just died 1 year more, That's called the end of the year. Yeah, another year passed and we died 1 year more. That's what happened. So, to celebrate is pretty morbid, It's a pretty morbid experience. Sylvester is like, hello, we died 1 year more. We are dying. This is really useless. So, when I look back, I have a good laugh. These people, they had a useless, boring life, worked, and by the end of their life, they don't have much pension either. No. Especially in the Eastern countries, nothing. In the West it's becoming also like this. You pension, what is a pension? It's a joke. So at least I have no pension. But I had some fun. And they have no pension, they had no fun. There's a basically difference between kami life and this. So I'm so grateful for those devotees who are still here. Grateful to Prabhupada that I'm still here. I'm grateful to be able to just watch you. I was just sitting here just watching, It's like incredible. So, and the lifeline and the life, if you want to feel the pulse, that's Sankirtan. This is where this pulse of Prabhupada is. This is where his heart is beating. If you want to be close to Prabhupada's heart, this is the way to do it. And it doesn't matter, Prabhupada disciple, not Prabhupada disciple, it doesn't really matter. I get inspiration from devotees who are connected to Prabhupada. If they are his disciples or my Godbrother's disciples, or if they are young or old, I don't see it even. I really don't see it. I don't perceive as a young devotee being young, Then I realize, he could be my son, But actually, he is doing such a wonderful service. He is connected to Prabhupada so closely. He is the real devotee. And Sankirtan is so wonderful. Just a little story. Once I distributed in Sweden with a young bhakta on the street. Empty streets as usually in Sweden. In Sweden the biggest challenge is to find somebody. That's the challenge. So, and I just empty shopping street. And all Swedish cities look exactly the same. So, and then was the middle of the day, and there was where the school kids come out of the schools. And I mean, this is not so long time ago, But I was nobody there, so I just went to a bunch of schoolgirls, and I was doing the same thing I did when I was 18 years old. Hello, how are you? And distributed like 5 books to them. And they were like, schoolgirls, They were like, just giggling. And then actually 2 of them took a book, and the rest was. And then he went around the corner, and there was his bhakta standing there. And and he was also offering the book. And he said, no. We already got books from this young man there around the corner. And he was like, wow. And he came around the corner looking at me and he said, is somebody more here? Or young man, what is this? Is somebody more distributing here? And I just laughed and I just looked at it. He said, it's Navayovanam. Sankirtan is ever fresh and ever young. You get younger and younger and younger. So this is actually what Sankirtan is, beyond time, beyond age, beyond practically place. These things may change a little bit, like this marathon. You may not believe it, but it's a especially wonderful thing. I heard it from Sankirtan devotees in Czech, I don't know, in Germany. People are struggling with money, because the demons are really, I could tell you what they are doing in a nutshell, but they have a plan how to change the society by killing things, destroying things. So people say, oh, I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. I don't know how I'm going to pay my petrol, my gas, my electricity, everything is, And in this situation, you just do what works. So I was thinking, the Sankirtan devotees must get to feel it, People really say, it used to be an excuse, I have no money. But now it's becoming sometimes more reality. They really may not have much money. But still, the book distribution goes on. That's the amazing feature of this marathon. So Prabhupada said, there was already by him, in his time, Sankirtan is temporary, there will be crisis in the world, war will come. Prabhupada completely dismissed the whole thing. Totally. He even said, whoever is telling you this is a fool. This is eternal. And this is not to be hampered by material circumstance. The only one who can stop this is us, with our doubts, with our material considerations. So those who keep on having that faith, and those who keep on being attached to Srila Prabhupada, they stay alive. This is where our life comes from. This is, it's our pulse, our blood. Prabhupada's instruction, his mission, and whoever gets attached to it, he gets rejuvenated. Look at Prabhupada. He's a perfect example of that. He was the oldest of us all, and simultaneously he was the youngest. How is it possible? A man who lost everything, his business finished, his family finished, his physical situation very bad. And then he started the Hare Krishna movement. And he inspired us all. We were all drawing inspiration from him. It's incredible. So this is spiritual. This is ahituki apratihata. Sankirtan cannot be stopped by any material circumstance. We should have a firm faith in this. Prabhupada always, even in the greatest disasters and problems which were arising, Prabhupada said, this cannot be stopped. Keep on going. This cannot be stopped. This only us actually to have the privilege to be part of something so great, so wonderful, so powerful, and so ecstatic. And it's up to us if we want to be part of it or not. So we are all benefactors from that incredible mercy Prabhupada left behind, and from that wonderful process of distributing books, distributing Krishna consciousness in form of book distribution. I don't want to go too long because I feel highly disqualified in the presence of devotees here who I came to understand to be a very powerful soldiers in Lord Chaitanya's army. When you are in such a company, you are like, I have my water pistols, And then they come with the big artillery, and you think like, okay, I'm also part of the army, So there are wonderful, really empowered devotees here, right now in this room. Powerful soldiers in Lord Chaitanya's army. You can feel only the respect and bliss. My God, I can be part of something like this. It's incredible. So So thank you for being here, and thank you for that I can be here. And let's hope we can have a little bit, few more of these meetings. Maybe next year, he will stand the same way there. Paramatma just. He's always in the back going, yeah. Now will come the most exciting moment, number one. He's always like, yeah. I will never understand how he's distributing books. Never. I know a little bit his background. That made me a little bit more understand. But this is not everything. There is much more to it. I will never understand how this man can go out and distribute so many books alone. We used to be distributing books more by social pressure. That helps also, competition and all. This one, you can put him out from the helicopter, somewhere in Siberia, and he will do the same thing, Probably finish some polar bear on the way, and then just, same thing. It's incredible. And they are actually each single Sankirtan devotee. Just incredible. You know what the biggest bliss in my life was? To take a new bhakta on the street. I mean, it gives you such a faith. You see this conditioned bhakta, still thinking, Hare Krishna. Is it good to eat too much halava? That's basically on his mind. You take the man in a shopping street, and if he is willing to submit himself to this process, it's incredible what happens. You can see in front of your eyes how that material conditioning is fading, and that soul comes out after millions of lifetimes. Can you imagine? Millions of lifetimes, flying as a bird and crawling as a snake or whatever. Now, finally, the human form of life, 400,000 species, it's a long way to go, And then finally, he is in a shopping street with Prabhupada's books in hand. And you can see how that conditioning is fading away and how that soul is, liberated soul is raising. This is so wonderful to see. This movement is doing amazing things. It's wonderful. It's wonders happening. To make people happy, liberated from their own foolishness, and strong, standing individuals who can actually really be what we all are, active parts of Krishna and his movement and his mission. This is the best thing can happen after millions of lifetimes. We will never understand that because we cannot look back, what kind of darkness we come from. And now suddenly we are here and can do this. This is all Prabhupada's mercy. So, I could go for a long time with this over and over again, but Prabhupada said in Germany when he was giving lecture, at the very end of the lecture in Germany, it's actually not recorded. I heard the recordings from Schloss Rettershof, but this end he always said it's not recorded. But after every lecture in Germany where he was, 1974, he said, so take chant Hare Krishna, take prasadam, and distribute my books, and be happy. Jai! And then we took it like a mantra, Take prasadam, chant Hare Krishna, distribute my books, and be happy. Jai! That was always the end of every lecture. It's simple. That's a Krishna consciousness in a nutshell. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna Nisingiri Bhagwan ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So I have some advertising now to make, something very interesting, important I want to share with you. So just give me a few more seconds and I will be ready. Hare Krishna. So I have a very, you can look at this logo. Most of you have seen this logo before, but something is different. Who can spot what is different in this logo now?
Prahlad Maharaj is holding a book.
So Prahlad Maharaj is holding a book. You can see maybe now also. Usually he's just praying like this in the other logo, but in this logo he's holding a book. So the reason why is because we are in the process of establishing here in Simhachalam the IBMVEU, and that stands for ISKCON Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya for Europe. So this is a very interesting development. We have Braja Sundar Prabhu. He started this project maybe 5 years ago in India, in Vrindavan first, and now he's established in Govardhan, ISKCON Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya in India. And during Corona, it became very, very successful. He has, I forgot the exact numbers, but something like 20,000 online students, and increasing very, very fast. So he proposed that he would like to open a branch of this school in each continent. And they asked if we want to open the branch for this school in Europe, in Simhachalam. Haribo! So there is already ISKCON Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya, or it's based on a quote by Srila Prabhupada where he said he wants to establish in many places the ISKCON Bhagavad College, and in Sanskrit it's called Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya. You could also say ISKCON Bhagavad College. And so yeah, we're in the process of establishing this here at Simhachalam. You already see maybe the poster there. It's also in the door and downstairs. Stay tuned. The website is almost ready. It also will have an application form for iOS and Android devices. And this will become like a very, very amazing platform. We want to start first with 3 main languages, with German, English, and French. And then we already have one Polish teacher also already on board. And we're trying to create a school where all European devotees are able to study. It's in cooperation with the devotees which are already teaching in Germany, but we're trying to combine it in a more systematic way. And it will be both online courses and on-site courses. And the first offering that it's already fixed, it's going to be next year after Brahmotsava, means from beginning of October until mid-November, will be a very intensive 6-week Bhakti Shastri course here on site with many international teachers. So this will be in English now. And in the course of the year, we'll start developing different online courses as well. And they are all accredited by the ISKCON Board of Examination. So we are approved, and we have the blessings of different devotees. In the advisory board, we have many sannyasis like Pralananda Maharaj, Krishnakshetra Maharaj, and other devotees. And so it's a very amazing development that we're having in Simhachalam. So stay tuned in the next weeks. The apps also will be launched, and you will see more advertising of it over our newsletters and news channels. And yeah, it's very, very, very happy moment for us, because since long time many devotees encouraged us to try to establish education here. And we have, of course, Ananda Krishna already doing many courses here, and we have Bhakta programs usually 1 or twice a year. And also we have visiting teachers like Adipurusha Prabhu. But with this, we will be able to make it much more, available for more people, more systematic, and also more input from India, where they have already established many so-called Veda varsity courses also, or you could say a big variety, of courses related to Vedic culture. Also courses for children, cooking, and also a specific text from Srila Prabhupada, specific books from Srila Prabhupada, specific books from the acharyas. So it's really a unique development. So I just invite you all to stay attentive, and if you have, we're still looking for more teachers. So if you are an inspired teacher or also qualified in Bhakti Shastri or TTC, you have the teacher training courses, please don't hesitate to come forward, and we will be able to maybe help you, give you a very nice platform. This is a very powerful platform that we have, where you can have examinations and courses, and the teachers and the students have their own accounts, and it's very interactive, very powerful, and we can bridge distances and limitations. The general idea is that we will have during the year more or less 10 months many online offerings, but at least 2 months a year also there will be courses here on site on Simhachalam. Hare Krishna. ISKCON Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya Simhachalam Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Jai Jagannath. So now we have only a few more minutes left, 20 minutes until Gaur Artik. So I'll give you just a short overview what's coming now. We will have Sandhya Arati, and straight after the Sandhya Arati we will start with a big Maha Nrsimha Yagya. It will be very elaborate and will go maybe for at least an hour. Then the pujaris will, go back into the altar and prepare night darshan, fiery Nrsimha darshan, and that will be at 10 p.m. So at 10 p.m. the altar will open again, and then there is open-end kirtan until midnight, or maybe some of you will stay awake until Mangalartik. It used to be the hallmark of the Sankirtan festival, that 3 days there was almost non-stop kirtan. So at least once we try it usually during the new year. It's the best way to start the new year. And tomorrow we will have a Maha Abhishek. So those of you who are planning to leave straight after breakfast, maybe reconsider leaving straight after lunch. Then you can still take darshan of the Abhishek, Maha Abhishek. So we always do now at the beginning of the year, the first day of the year, Maha Abhishek. So it's twice a year, Chaturdasi, Brahmotsava, and New Year for the Sankirtan festival. And then one final practical announcement. We still need 3 more helpers for tomorrow in the morning in the kitchen. 1 pot washing helper and 2 cutting vegetables kitchen helpers. So if you're inspired, you can always go to the reception and offer your availability. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. All glories to the Sankirtan devotees. Hare Krishna. Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Manida Prabhu ki jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.